Welcome to this audiobook summary of The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, a profound exploration of living fully in the present moment. This timeless guide shows us how to escape the traps of our minds and connect with the eternal now, where true peace resides. Eckhart Tolle begins with a pivotal realization: many of us live in a constant state of mental overdrive, lost in thoughts of the past and worries about the future. This incessant mental noise prevents us from experiencing life as it unfolds. Awakening to your life's purpose involves stepping beyond this noise and discovering a deeper connection to the present moment. Tolle emphasizes that our true purpose lies not in external achievements but in aligning ourselves with the now. He introduces the concept of being, which transcends the limitations of our mental constructs. By learning to silence the mind, we open ourselves to a state of heightened awareness. He shares that awakening often begins with a moment of crisis or profound questioning. These experiences can shatter our egoic structures and lead us to seek answers beyond the mind. Tolle recounts his personal journey, which began with a deep sense of despair that ultimately gave way to a powerful spiritual realization. To awaken, we must first recognize the patterns of our thoughts. Tolle encourages us to observe our minds without judgment, treating each thought as a passing cloud rather than an intrinsic truth. This practice creates a sense of spaciousness that allows us to access the present moment. Tolle also discusses the importance of acceptance. When we resist reality, we create suffering. Acceptance does not mean resignation but rather a willingness to see things as they are. This openness allows us to act from a place of clarity and inner peace. He explains that the ego thrives on identification with the past and future. By breaking free from these temporal attachments, we reclaim our power. Tolle likens this process to waking up from a dream, where the mind's illusions no longer hold sway over us. Awakening requires consistent practice. Tolle suggests simple exercises such as focusing on the breath, bringing attention to the sensations in the body, and observing the world with fresh eyes. These practices anchor us in the now and help dissolve the ego's grip. As we awaken, we begin to perceive life with a sense of wonder and gratitude. Each moment becomes an opportunity to experience the fullness of being. Tolle reminds us that our life's purpose is not a distant goal but a continuous unfolding in the present. The first step toward awakening is recognizing that the present moment is all we ever truly have. By embracing the now, we connect with our true essence and discover a deeper sense of purpose. In this chapter, Tolle explains the concept of ego, the false sense of self rooted in identification with our thoughts and emotions. The ego thrives on time and keeps us trapped in the past and future. This false self creates a sense of separation and fuels feelings of inadequacy and fear. Tolle argues that our thoughts are not who we are. Instead, they are conditioned patterns shaped by our upbringing, culture, and life experiences. By identifying with these thoughts, we limit ourselves and perpetuate suffering. The key to liberation lies in disidentifying from the mind and recognizing our true nature as pure awareness. To begin this process, Tolle invites us to become the observer of our thoughts. He explains, when you listen to a thought, you are aware not only of the thought but also of yourself as the witness of the thought. This witnessing presence is the essence of who we are. Tolle explores the role of pain in our lives. He introduces the concept of the pain body, an accumulation of unresolved emotional pain that feeds on negative thinking. The pain body often hijacks our thoughts and actions, perpetuating cycles of suffering. By bringing awareness to the pain body, we can begin to dissolve its hold on us. Practicing mindfulness is essential in this process. Tolle suggests starting with small moments of awareness, such as noticing the sensation of the breath or the feeling of your feet on the ground. These simple practices help us cultivate a state of presence that weakens the ego's influence. Tolle also discusses the mind's tendency to label and judge. These mental processes create a sense of separation and fuel conflict. By letting go of judgment, we open ourselves to a deeper connection with others and the world around us. He emphasizes the importance of stillness. In the stillness of the present moment, we can access a deeper dimension of consciousness that transcends the mind. This stillness is not an absence of activity but a profound sense of peace and presence. Tolle offers practical advice for disidentifying from the mind. He encourages us to question our thoughts and recognize their impermanence. When we stop clinging to our mental narratives, we create space for a new way of being. Ultimately, Tolle reminds us that we are not the content of our minds but the awareness that observes it. This shift in perspective is the foundation of true freedom and peace. Freedom comes when we stop being controlled by our minds and become the observer of our thoughts. This shift allows us to access a deeper sense of peace and presence. Conscious relationships are not just about companionship but about mutual growth and presence. Tolle highlights that many relationships are dominated by the ego, leading to cycles of conflict and dependency. By practicing presence and deep listening, we transform relationships into sacred spaces for healing and connection. In conscious relationships, we view challenges not as obstacles but as opportunities to deepen our awareness. This mindset shifts the focus from blaming others to understanding ourselves. Tolle reminds us that true love is not rooted in need but in the ability to honor the present moment with another. In conscious relationships, communication takes on a deeper meaning. Words become vehicles for understanding, rather than tools for conflict. This requires patience and a willingness to see through the lens of compassion. Tolle highlights the importance of setting boundaries within relationships. These boundaries are not walls but guiding principles that protect the inner peace of both individuals. Conscious love encourages both partners to grow spiritually. It's a union that nurtures freedom rather than dependency. By honoring the now together, a sense of sacred intimacy is cultivated. Forgiveness plays a pivotal role. Tolle emphasizes that holding on to grievances only strengthens the pain body. Releasing resentment opens the heart to healing and love. Challenges become opportunities for personal transformation. When partners choose presence over ego, conflict becomes a catalyst for deeper understanding. Gratitude transforms the mundane aspects of relationships into moments of connection. Being present with one another fosters appreciation and joy. Lastly, Tolle concludes that conscious relationships are a dance of mutual awareness. When both partners live in the now, their union becomes a source of inspiration and strength. Conscious relationships flourish when both partners commit to living in the now and supporting each other's spiritual growth. Tolle emphasizes that the now is the only reality. The past is memory, and the future is imagination. When we resist the present moment, we create unnecessary pain and suffering. By embracing the now fully, we align with the flow of life. To deepen presence, Tolle introduces practical techniques. One of the simplest is focusing on your breath. The breath is always in the present moment and serves as a bridge to presence. By paying attention to the inhale and exhale, we anchor ourselves in the now. Another practice is bringing awareness to the body. Tolle encourages us to feel the aliveness within and connect with the subtle energy field that animates us. This practice shifts attention away from the mind and into the present. Acceptance is a central theme in this chapter. Tolle explains that resistance to what is creates suffering. When we fully accept the present moment, even if it's challenging, we find peace. Acceptance doesn't mean passive resignation but rather an active engagement with reality. Tolle also explores the role of surrender. Surrendering to the now means letting go of mental resistance and aligning with the flow of life. This doesn't mean giving up but rather releasing the struggle against reality. He introduces the concept of inner space, a state of openness and stillness that arises when we let go of mental noise. This inner space allows us to experience life with greater clarity and depth. Tolle reminds us that the present moment is not a means to an end but an end in itself. When we treat the now as a stepping stone to the future, we miss its richness and beauty. By fully inhabiting the present, we discover a sense of fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. Embrace the now fully, and you'll find peace and power. The present moment is the gateway to true freedom and joy. Life is often turbulent, but cultivating inner space provides a sanctuary of peace. This chapter explores how to create this space by practicing stillness and mindfulness. Inner space anchors us amid external chaos, allowing us to act with clarity and compassion. Tolle explains that when we are rooted in inner space, we respond to challenges with wisdom rather than react impulsively. This state of being enhances our ability to navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. Inner space begins with silence. Tolle suggests setting aside moments each day to sit in stillness, letting go of the need to fill the space with thoughts or actions. Gratitude is another pathway to inner space. Recognizing the abundance within creates a ripple effect of positivity and calm. Meditation deepens our connection to this space. With each breath, we enter a state of awareness that transcends distractions. Simplicity allows inner space to flourish. Tolle encourages us to declutter our mental and physical environments, making room for presence. Inner space is a wellspring of strength and peace. By nurturing this space, we align with the deeper flow of life. Change is an inevitable part of life, yet it often brings resistance and fear. Tolle emphasizes that by embracing change, we open ourselves to growth and transformation. Resistance to change arises from the ego's desire for control, but surrendering to the flow of life allows us to align with its deeper purpose. When faced with change, the key is to remain present. Tolle suggests observing the emotions and thoughts that arise without attaching to them. This practice helps us navigate transitions with clarity and grace. Tolle shares that challenges are opportunities for spiritual awakening. Each difficulty holds a hidden gift when we approach it with openness and acceptance. By reframing challenges as catalysts for growth, we shift our perspective from fear to empowerment. He also explores the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is transient, from our emotions to our circumstances. Embracing impermanence helps us let go of attachments and experience life with greater freedom. Adopting a beginner's mind is another strategy. Tolle encourages us to approach life with curiosity and wonder, viewing each moment as a new opportunity to learn and grow. Gratitude plays a vital role in embracing change. By focusing on the blessings within each situation, we cultivate resilience and positivity. Tolle reminds us that growth often requires stepping out of our comfort zones. The unknown can be intimidating, but it is also where transformation occurs. Trusting in life's unfolding brings a sense of peace and purpose. Surrendering to change does not mean passivity but rather active engagement with the present moment. By aligning with the now, we access the strength to navigate life's transitions with confidence. Ultimately, Tolle concludes that embracing change allows us to evolve into our highest selves. Each moment becomes a stepping stone on the journey of awakening. Change is not to be feared but embraced as a pathway to growth. By staying present and open, we transform challenges into opportunities for awakening. Gratitude is a transformative practice that shifts our focus from what is lacking to the abundance that surrounds us. Tolle highlights that gratitude is not dependent on external circumstances but arises from a deep connection to the present moment. Living in gratitude begins with appreciating the small things in life. Tolle encourages us to notice the beauty in everyday moments, such as the warmth of the sun or the taste of a meal. These simple joys anchor us in the now and foster a sense of contentment. Gratitude also strengthens resilience. When faced with difficulties, focusing on what we are grateful for helps us navigate challenges with strength and grace. Tolle explains that gratitude shifts our perspective from victimhood to empowerment. He introduces the concept of gratitude journaling as a practical tool. Writing down things we are thankful for each day cultivates a habit of positivity and awareness. Tolle emphasizes that gratitude deepens our connection to others. Expressing appreciation strengthens relationships and creates a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. Another aspect of gratitude is forgiveness. Letting go of resentment opens our hearts to gratitude for the lessons and growth that challenges bring. Tolle reminds us that gratitude is a gateway to abundance. By focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, we align with the flow of life and attract more positivity into our experience. Living in gratitude also enhances our spiritual connection. It helps us recognize the sacredness in all things and deepens our awareness of the interconnectedness of life. Finally, Tolle concludes that gratitude is a practice of presence. By being fully present and appreciative, we experience the richness of life in every moment. Gratitude transforms our experience of life. By focusing on the blessings within each moment, we cultivate joy, resilience, and spiritual abundance. Fear is one of the most pervasive obstacles to living fully in the present. Tolle explains that fear arises from the mind's projection into the future, creating scenarios of what might go wrong. By bringing our attention back to the now, we dissolve the grip of fear. Tolle emphasizes that fear is often an illusion. Most fears are not based on immediate danger but on imagined outcomes. Recognizing this helps us detach from fearful thoughts and see them for what they are, mental constructs. Practicing presence is the antidote to fear. Tolle suggests focusing on the breath or the sensations in the body as a way to anchor ourselves in the present moment. This practice quiets the mind and creates a sense of calm. Tolle also explores the role of acceptance in overcoming fear. Resisting fear only amplifies it, while accepting its presence allows it to dissolve naturally. He reminds us that emotions are like waves, they arise, peak, and subside. Another strategy is questioning fearful thoughts. Tolle encourages us to ask, is this true, and what evidence supports this thought? This practice helps us break free from the mind's negative narratives. Gratitude is another powerful tool. Shifting our focus to what we are thankful for transforms fear into appreciation and trust. Tolle explains that fear often stems from a desire for control. Letting go of this need and surrendering to the flow of life brings a sense of peace and freedom. He also highlights the importance of trust. Trusting in the intelligence of life and our ability to handle challenges reduces fear and fosters resilience. Tolle concludes that fear loses its power when we live in the now. By staying present and grounded, we discover a deeper sense of courage and inner strength. Fear diminishes and we stay present and grounded in the now. Trusting in life's flow and focusing on gratitude transforms fear into freedom. Inner peace is not a distant goal but a state that arises when we align with the present moment. Tolle emphasizes that peace is our natural state, obscured only by the noise of the mind. Practicing mindfulness is key to cultivating inner peace. Tolle suggests starting with simple practices, such as observing the breath or listening to the sounds around us. These practices quiet the mind and create a sense of stillness. Tolle explores the role of forgiveness in finding peace. Letting go of past grievances frees us from emotional burdens and opens the heart to compassion. Acceptance is another cornerstone of inner peace. Resisting reality creates tension and conflict, while embracing what is brings a sense of ease and clarity. He highlights the importance of simplifying our lives. By decluttering our mental and physical spaces, we make room for presence and peace. Gratitude also plays a vital role. Focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, shifts our perspective and fosters a sense of contentment. Tolle discusses the power of nature in grounding us in the present moment. Spending time in nature connects us to the rhythms of life and cultivates a deep sense of peace. Meditation is another path to inner peace. Tolle suggests creating a daily practice of sitting in stillness, allowing thoughts to come and go without attachment. Tolle concludes that inner peace is not something we achieve but something we uncover by quieting the mind and embracing the now. By living in harmony with the present moment, we find a wellspring of peace within. Inner peace arises from aligning with the present moment. By practicing mindfulness, forgiveness, and gratitude, we reconnect with the stillness that resides within us. As we close this journey, remember, the power of now is always within you. It's not something you have to achieve, it's something you simply remember. Thank you for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to share this video with someone who might need it. Until next time, stay present and stay inspired.